Hi, this is a short video, to show you how to comment in Google Docs, and this actually will carry over to Sheets and will carry over to the slideshow. It won't work in Forms, but it will work in those two other places. So in order to comment, you can do it a couple different ways. One way is to right-click and then click on Comment. And then you would write the comment here. And since this actually happens to be a planning document, I could write to the person in particular. Hit the plus sign. And then other names of people come up that are in my contacts. So I could write in, obviously this is not a real person, but what it will do is it will make it possible for them to see this particular comment. And it will give them a notification that this comment is about them. So this is useful for when you have an assignment where many different people are working on it at the same time, and you can quickly make comments that way. This will give them a notification. Clicking here will assign this, and what it will do is it make it so that only Joe Schmo at gmail.com, whoever it happens to be, that they are the only ones that could resolve the comment. You might be wondering, let's say I assign that to him. He's not a real person, but, the person you mentioned does not have permission to comment. And basically what I would do is that if I didn't already give that person permission to look at this document, I would share and let them comment on the document. I'm going to cancel. Cancel there. The other place that's important for you to note is that you can see all of the different comments that have been made on a document by clicking up here. These are all issues that have come up with this particular document. And I'll just show you, the first way I showed you how to comment was to go like that, which was right-clicking. You can hit Alt-Control-M and it will come up, and you would write the comment there. Or you can go Edit, Insert, Comment, and there it would appear. You can't comment on a space, like, for instance. I'll show you what I mean by that. I can't comment there. Like, I can't hit Alt-Control-M and get anything, nothing will come up. I try Insert Comment, it's grayed out. The only way to comment on something is something that's been typed, or to kind of go like that to go with a space. Well, that won't work either. Okay. Usually if I go like that, I can comment. And that will also reveal another method by which you can comment. If you highlight something, you click on comment, it works that way. And it's important that you highlight the thing that you want to comment on. So if it's an entire paragraph that you're referring to, you can highlight the entire area and then write the comment. And then what's nice is that students will see these comments and you can have a back and forth. And it's a way to resolve issues within the document. So for instance, I had a document where students were going to share a link, but the link didn't work. So we kind of had a conversation back and forth until we were able to figure out who could resolve that particular issue. And I did that by using the plus, they call it mentions, the plus sign plus their name, and it pulled up their email and it gave them a notification. And that was a way that they got an email and then they resolved the issue. If I just wrote a comment generally to the entire class, I don't think that they would have looked at the issue. But because I looked at it and I mentioned them, it was an easier method by which to handle that particular issue. And you could do this kind of commenting in Sheets. And it's a good way to handle issues within a cell that maybe you have a whole bunch of students working on a particular topic and you want them to comment on that particular piece. So you can click on a cell after the page loads. Click on a cell, right click, or however you want to comment. Do it that way. And you could say, and then you can add the person's name. And you can write a comment. Or I could just write a comment. Insert comment. Like, this looks good. I lost that spell. This looks good. Hopefully you have better feedback that this looks good. And you hit comment, and then it appears. And then all the comments for that document, even if they get resolved, let's say I resolved that comment, it's still there. It didn't go away, and it says who resolved it and when it happened. I can also reopen it from here as well. And it still leaves a record of the fact that it was resolved at one point. I'm going to delete. Since I'm the originator of that comment, it goes away entirely. I can also change notifications here. And this is true for the other aspects of commenting. I can change email notifications for this document. I could say only for mine, only for someone else's. I can also comment that way. A lot of different ways of, that's how I can comment in that particular cell. If I go to slides and I click on one of my slides, let's do this one. If, let's say, you have a whole bunch of students working on a slide and they're each taking a different page in the slide, you can write a comment on their slide and direct it towards them, specifically using the mentions. And there it is again. I can make a comment. I can even make a comment on a picture. I've used this for other kinds of features where I would have students take a look at an image and then write comments in different parts of the image, or different, or on different images. I can have them make comments. Students have done things where I've had them take a look at a different issue. Like, let's say they looked at the Civil War battles, and they all had to write comments about each other's creation that they made, and then students can have a conversation that way. That's a nice method by which to kind of build in some, instead of doing a gallery walk, you could have them do a commenting walk. And you can have them take a look at other people's assignments and write comments about their assignments and their creations. Just a way to keep a record of the fact that students have looked at other people's work and get a sense of what it is that students are handing in on a particular topic. You can have students peer edit using the commenting feature, which is good because then you can confirm that they have actually done the commenting. I had a unique feature, a unique way to use the commenting feature was to have them sign something. So, for instance, I had kids that were working on a mock Congress, and then when they were to sponsor other bills, they only were able to sponsor 3 other bills. In order to verify that they actually had that sponsor, they actually sponsored the bill, they had to write their name in a box, and then they would write a comment, and then I would see that it came from another student and that student actually agreed. So they wrote, "I approve." It's another way to show that they've looked at something and to keep a record of it. So there's probably a lot of other uses for commenting, and I'd be curious to see how you use it. I know some English teachers use it for annotating a document, so you can have all students commenting on a document. You share that through Classroom, and then they can take a look at the document and make comments that way. So a lot of different ways to use the commenting feature. I was sort of thinking originally just as a feedback tool from teacher to student, but sometimes it's also good for peer-to-peer feedback. All right, thank you very much.